Good afternoon. This is Fred Hadley, and we're live streaming in front of the West Boca Branch Library of the Palm Beach County Library System. And we're at State Road 7, just north of Yamato Road, where there are 6 more days of early voting. Today's Tuesday, and the early voting will be going through Sunday. The hours of early voting are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Bring your photo ID, and if you don't do the early voting, you will be able to vote on Election Day at your local precinct only. For Century Village, that would be in our clubhouse. So we're going to take a little walk through and see what's going on here. You just reverse this. Okay. So if you have any doubt about whether or not this is an early voting site, you can see, as far as the eye can see, all of the lawn signs for the various candidates. I've never seen quite this many before. And you can see they're lining both sides of the entrance to the West Boca Branch Library here on State Road 7. And maybe if we get lucky, we'll run into a couple of the candidates. So there seems to be a light but steady stream of traffic here. And once again, you can see we're at the West Boca Branch, 18685 State Road 7. This is in West Boca Raton, which is in Florida, which is a battleground state in the presidential race. And we're walking past dozens and dozens of lawn signs. And there are essentially 2 sides here, like there are in the whole country. To the right, appropriately enough, are the Republicans in their tent. And to the left, appropriately enough, but not too far left, let's just say moderately left, are the Democrats. And it looks like we have a candidate over here who has dared to cross the line. Maybe he's going to show how he's able to cross the aisle and work with both sides. And we're talking today, right now, with, if we can't read, who are you?
Norton.
As if I didn't know. I interviewed you about, a month or 2 ago.
Yep.
And you're running for State Senate, District 29. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. And you're challenging not an incumbent, but somebody who's already up in the legislature, and she's standing, maybe 20 feet behind you. We'll get to her in a moment.
I will say I did get into the race first.
What's that?
I was in the race first.
Oh, you were in the race first. Yes, that's absolutely correct.
Yes.
But, that was before Herb Schlossberg gummed up the works,
Well, yeah, I got in February.
Yeah, but we took care of him. I don't think he'll be running again. He only got 33% after spending something like $2 million. But anyway, that's another story. So, Brian, tell us very quickly why the folks over in Century Village and everybody else watching this video should vote for you. You've never been elected before. You never ran for any office, if I recall. And yet you feel you're ready to go right to the state senate without even going to kindergarten, which would be the House of the Representatives. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I compare it to kindergarten, but still, I'm running because I want to help our community, and I believe that I can do that because for me, it's not about partisanship. It's about focusing on the local issues and really getting the job done. If you take a look at my campaign, my website is Norton2020.com. You can read all about me. The issues we're talking about are the same things that everyone else is talking about, whether it's healthcare, the economy, education, and I really wanted to bring some good solutions that we can all agree on. And I consider myself as somebody who's in the middle, right where I believe most Americans are. And for me, it's about solving the problems that we all agree on first, instead of focusing on areas where we disagree.
Okay,
that's really where I'm trying to get things done.
That's pretty clear. Now, have you been out here every day at the West Boca Library, or?
Not every day, almost every day. We are here this morning. We're here most days. I think there was 1 or 2 days last week. I have 11 early voting locations in my precinct.
Is there any line? I'm looking over there now.
Earlier today wasn't that bad.
No.
But I would tell people, if you're looking for no line, go to the South County Civic Center.
Okay.
Never a line there.
Never.
Or come here first thing in the morning or like at 6 o'clock at night. I was here at 6 o'clock last night. There was no line.
All right, tell them what the voting hours are here in West Boca.
Yeah, so it's 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every single day through next Sunday.
Okay.
It's the last day of early voting, and that's anywhere. And you can vote anywhere in Palm Beach County. Anywhere.
I think there's 18 locations.
Yeah, there's
right.
a ton of locations. And just like we have people ask, it doesn't matter where you live. You can vote at any location in Palm Beach County, and if you live in Broward, you can go to any location.
Sure. Of course, that's for early voting. But if you wait until the day of the election, then I believe
you have to vote at your exact location,
which is called your precinct location. Sure. And for Century Village, once again, that would be the clubhouse at 19296 Lyons Road. All right. Well, thanks very much. By the way, I see you wearing a mask, which I commend you for that. But when I look over to the right at the Republican tent, well, all right, two of them are wearing masks.
Some of them do.
Yeah.
And it's a personal choice.
It's a personal choice. Well, let me ask you something.
I wear it because I get people like you or other voters that want to come talk to me.
Right.
I don't know their situation. I'm trying to be
Right. Personal choice is great. That's why we are Americans. But don't you agree that sometimes, for example, wearing a seatbelt is not a matter of personal choice? It's a matter of...
There are definitely times. So, like, let's say, for example, if I'm going into Publix, right, we should all wear the mask.
Oh.
Right? But we're out here, it's sunny, we can social distance.
Okay.
Some people don't. And you don't have to walk up to them if you don't want to. And that's where, we're trying to keep it safe for everybody. We want to encourage people to come out and vote. We want people to ask questions and meet their candidates, myself, my opponent, whoever. Get involved, ask questions. Make us work for your vote is what I'm trying to be here for.
Sure.
I want to work for your vote.
Sure. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Now, you believe then that the masks could help prevent the spread?
Yeah. I mean, it'll definitely help slow down the spread, keep the spread under
Sure.
control.
So recently,
You're never going to stop the spread.
one of the president's key advisors made a statement that we really can't contain this thing. We can only hope to mitigate it. Do you agree with that? That it's pointless to try to slow it down?
I mean, I don't know who said that. I don't know anything about that. But I will say, it is Mother Nature. I don't think you're going to stomp it out like you would like a fire, like a house on fire. You don't just put it out.
Right.
It's going to continue to move around. Same thing with the flu. We have that every single year. It's highly contagious, just like it.
Right.
But the goal is control, right?
Sure.
Maintaining a control so we don't overwhelm the
Sure.
hospital system. We give ourselves time to come up with vaccines and therapeutics. So, I mean, that's really where, I think the goal has got to be, because we've got to continue to move forward. We've got to get tourism back and the economy back, because that's what pays the taxes, pays for the roads, the schools, and everything else that we all love and enjoy.
All right.
So we've got to find a way to...
For this district, aside from COVID, what's the most pressing issue that you think you should handle if you get elected?
Well, I think it's two parts. Besides healthcare policy, helping find ways to make healthcare more affordable. Right, we have a lot of long wait times, especially people who just want to see their primary care, and they have to wait 3 months to see it, and so they go to the ER instead. And that's a waste of money, because usually their primary and we don't handle it. And so we've got to find a way to increase the number of physicians we have here. We're making it easier to practice, reducing wait times, but make it more affordable. Right? Everybody's asking how can we cover more people? I'm asking, why is it so expensive to begin with? And let's find those reasons, and let's work through that so
Sure.
we can make it less expensive so we can get more people the health care they need. And then on top of that, it's really about bringing more funds back to our district for infrastructure improvements, school modernization, school safety, and all these other issues that we need. We need to get more money from Tallahassee
Sure.
back to South Florida.
Okay, great. All right, thanks very much. While we have this opportunity, we're going to do a little interview with Tina Polsky, who is opposing you, or you're opposing her, depending how you want to...
I have to say, it's been a great race between me and my opponent. We've kept it positive. That's been our goal. We're trying to show people that there's a better way to do campaigning.
Right.
Out there, we can talk about the ideas, and we're asking people to choose
Right.
what's best for the community.
Right. All right. Well, thanks again, and best of luck. Okay? All right. Thank you, sir. And we'll just move on down the line here, where we have a veteran of the Florida State Legislature who's completing her first term as, District 81 State Rep. And that was your first elected office. And you've been serving now, 2 years? Right. Okay, so very briefly, what happened earlier this season? You were just going to run again, but then somebody threw a monkey wrench into the works.
Yeah, Kevin Rader decided not to run. So,
Okay. And he was, for those,
Charlie, the state senator.
State Senator, District 29, right? And
He suggested
keep your voice up because there's a lot of background
He
noise.
suggested that I run in his place and many
Sure.
other current elected officials, and looked at it and thought I had a good chance and thought I would like to represent the Senate district. And so I decided to run.
All right. Now, what do you think about your opponent? Do you think that he has nice guy? That's something good. And would you be comfortable with him representing this district in the unlikely event that you don't win, or?
I mean, I wouldn't be comfortable with a Republican representative.
Yeah, sure. No, I understand. So, how's the traffic been here at West Boca?
It's been really busy here.
Is today busier than usual or less?
No, I mean the first day on the Monday.
Yeah.
A week ago, it was a 3-hour wait.
Oh,
Now I don't know what it is.
I'm looking over there.
Maybe it's about an hour.
Yeah, look, I see a line.
This is busier than other places. Like I would suggest South County Civic Center on Jog Road for anyone in Century Village who hasn't voted yet. Or they can vote at Century Village on November 3rd.
Yeah.
Here at the clubhouse.
Now, where do you stand on the mask? Obviously, you're wearing a mask. Always wear it. And have you heard that recent statement by one of the president's men who said that it's pointless to try to control or contain this? We can only hope to mitigate it. Do you agree with that? Or do you think that we can exercise a little
You can do
prevention?
You can do a lot, and South Korea is a perfect example. In South Korea, they got the virus the same time we did, and they had, I think, 500 deaths.
Oh,
As compared to 200,000 plus in the United States.
right,
I know we have more people, but they still have quite a large population.
right.
Their citizens wear masks.
Yeah.
Look around. Look at the Republicans.
Yeah.
They won't wear a mask.
Yeah. Well, I
And I
see
know my opponent is wearing
two of them are wearing masks.
No, but they don't.
Yeah.
All of them are not wearing masks.
I'm going to ask them about that.
And I heard my opponent say it's a personal choice. It's not a personal choice. It's the law in Palm Beach County.
Right.
Because you have to wear a mask. It's
Yeah.
not personal choice.
Right.
And the choice is not for yourself. It's for other people. I could have it and I don't know I have it. So here I am talking to you.
Here.
And if I didn't have the mask on and I got something on you, you could be in trouble.
Absolutely
So
correct.
It's for other people, to caring about your fellow citizens. I'm trying to stop this virus. If everybody wore a mask for a month straight, we'd be gone with this virus.
Right.
But they refuse to. And so the virus is not going away. And they're the ones who are crying about everything opening back up. Everything is open. Like they want more. If they wore the mask, life would get almost back to normal.
Right.
Stop whining.
Right.
Put your mask on.
Right.
Be big boys and girls. And let's
Isn't it like seatbelts or measles vaccination? In other words, personal choice, sure, but not at the expense of what's best for society.
You are required to get your vaccinations to go to school.
Right.
And so it's the same thing. You're required to wear your mask in Palm Beach
Sure,
County, and
sure.
so many people don't.
Well, we're going to go over there now. Thanks very much, State Representative Tina. And the only suggestion I'll make is your opponent has his name on his mask.
I just didn't spend the campaign money that way, but I've got great T-shirts
Well,
and great signs.
you know, because since we can't see your mouth, at least we can get the message through the mask, you know. Okay, well, best of luck, Tina. You know,
I don't want to politicize masks.
yeah, no, I understand. And by the way, what party are you in?
It was a conscious decision.
Right.
I'm a Democrat.
Democrat. All right. And your opponent, of course, is a Republican. Right.
And I'd be so thrilled to continue my representation of Century Village.
Sure, sure.
With me,
Very happy, very happy. And we wish you every luck. And we'll look forward to your... Where's your swearing in? Up in Tallahassee? I'd like to commit to being there, but
you're not
it's
allowed.
not allowed now. Is that because of COVID or in general? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Will it be televised? All right. You send me the link and we'll definitely tune in. Okay?
Thank you, Fred.
Okay. Bye-bye now. Thank you. Okay, that was State Representative Tina Polsky and hopefully our next state senator for District 29. And we're just going to come over here and say hello to the Republican tent, you call it, or Republican camp, what do you call it? Now, I see some of you are wearing masks, but I see this gentleman here is not wearing a mask.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you tell us why you don't feel...
I'm outside. I'm social distancing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not
But right now you're not. We're pretty close,
well,
you know.
You came over to me.
Well, I don't... It's my fault, but I'm wearing a mask,
No, I
but...
appreciate that.
but-
I wear a mask inside. I respect others.
Right, but now there's two ladies over there. They're standing shoulder to shoulder, and then
You'll have to talk to them about that.
What's that?
You'll have to talk to them about that.
Oh yeah, but you know what I mean? That's a breakdown in social distance.
Well,
You know.
Social distancing
Sure,
before you
sure.
come over, right?
All right.
Don't forget to vote for David Shiner, Palm Beach County District 5.
All right. And he's running, of course, against Maria Sachs, a former state senator.
Yes, he got the endorsement from votewater.org.
Okay.
He's not taking money from full sugar.
All right.
Or minors like Maria Sachs is.
Okay.
So he obviously cares about the environment.
Sure.
Public health, public safety.
Right.
So, David Shiner, District
Okay.
5.
And what's your name?
My name is Heath.
Ethan? Keith. Okay, Keith. Thanks very much and best of luck.
You too. Take care.
Okay, thank you, sir.
so much.
All right. Hi, I've been told by Keith to ask you ladies that if you're not going to social distance, and obviously you're only 2 feet apart from each other, why wouldn't you wear a mask?
We're already immune.
How are you immune? Have you had COVID?
I'm immune, and it's none of your business. It's America. You want to wear your mask, you feel safe, go ahead. I don't choose to.
So, in other words, if I ask a reasonable question, your answer is to get nasty on me. Is that right? I assume you're following.
It's okay. I'm a freelancer.
Huh?
I know three people that wore masks, didn't leave their house,
Right.
stayed home, didn't go anywhere,
Right.
and got COVID.
Okay.
85% of people. Who asked you to ask us?
Keith. He said, "Why don't you ask them why they're standing so close with us?"
Because he came up to you to ask.
Yeah, it's your opinion. I can't talk.
Where are you from?
Century Village, Boca Raton.
Where are you from? Are you?
Originally, I'm the Village Century.
What? You're not allowed to take pictures of us without our permission. Yeah, they are. It's public. It's public. What company do you work for?
What's that?
Are you doing this for yourself, or are you writing an article?
This is being live streamed right now over Facebook. We're in a public place,
I know.
and it's newsworthy. There's an early voting site.
Are you a journalist?
I am a journalist
What company?
for the Village Century inside Century Village.
Journalist. I work.
All right, all right, okay, whatever you want to call it. My name is Fred Hadley, Hadley. I have a Facebook site, and I'm just trying to cover the event here. That's all. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hope you don't get sick. I'm sincere. But you're taking.
If you think that mask protects you,
Well,
it protects you.
it's better. It's better than nothing.
That's your opinion.
Sorry.
But it's a proven fact that all the times you've been touching it, your mask.
It's a
bunch of
mandate.
times so
Mandate is
far.
Right.
law. I'm sorry. Did you go
Now
to
you're
law school?
touching-
Because I did.
you're touching your
Okay,
mask,
thank
you're
you.
touching
I know.
Right? And so what it's doing is
It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Just like a seatbelt, if the car rolls over and catches fire, it won't protect you, but it's better than nothing.
But there's a lot of information.
Sure.
People are having.
All right, we'll agree to disagree.
You notice that there's no more flu? Nobody's getting the flu anymore. This year, nobody died of the flu. Nobody contracted the flu.
Yet.
No one.
Yet.
No one.
Yet.
Last time either. No one contracted.
Yeah.
There was no.
So what's the lesson to be learned from that?
To be learned is it's fake.
It's
They're
fake.
playing with the numbers.
Fake.
No, totally.
All right.
The China virus is actual true thing, but they are playing with the numbers. The numbers are not what they said. The CDC.
So all the people in Pence's office, they're making up that they were positive?
No, they keep coming back and saying that these numbers are wrong. They have people that died in a motorcycle accident, and they're saying that they died because of COVID. Come on, really? You don't think the numbers are being played with? I'm being honest with you. Don't you think so?
I think if you go into any of these hospitals
Why do they want to keep
and see people on ventilators, you don't need to know numbers. You see people are sick and dying.
The Hong Kong flu? You ever hear that?
Sure.
That was a pandemic.
Sure.
That was during, guess what? Woodstock. People didn't even wear condoms. They were having sex and mixing fluids and everything. But you didn't hear about all the people dying in the United States, did you?
No,
We
no.
never ever shut our country down.
No.
Never.
No.
Why? Why are we doing it now? It's wrong.
All right. Well, thanks very much. We appreciated hearing your point of view.
Appreciate for what
And we're just trying to get different opinions, and there's no right or wrong here. All right? I'm just trying to be illuminating, that's all. All right. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you.
All right. So there you have it. That's the Republican point of view. And we're going to sign off now because I'm getting a low battery indication. So, again, this is Fred Hadley reporting live at the West Boca Branch Library where Tina Polsky.
It's the people who have the disease who need to protect themselves, not the recipients. Ask the doctor.
And Brian Norton are both wearing masks, which is great. but a lot of the Republican supporters don't believe in it, that they're sitting over there. But the candidates are doing the right thing, and we acknowledge that, and we appreciate it. Okay? Thanks again, and hope to see you soon. And if you like this video, guys, please give us a like down below or leave a comment. Thank you. Fred Hadley live at the West Boca Branch Library, where we've just met candidates Brian Norton and Tina Polsky, running for Senate District 29. There are 6 more days of early voting. You can do it at any of 18 sites in Palm Beach County, or you can vote the day of the election, which is November 3rd, Tuesday. The hours for both early voting and election day are 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Bring your photo ID. Make sure you sign your name the way you've always signed your name. And if there's any problem, ask for a provisional ballot, which when they investigate your signature, which people's signatures do change, they can then validate your ballot. Remember, if you voted by mail, go to pbcelections.org. Do it now and click on My Status. Put in your name and your date of birth, and it'll tell you whether they've received your ballot. Okay, thanks everybody. Please vote, whether you're Republican, Democrat, or no political affiliation. We want a huge turnout here in West Boca Raton, and especially in Century Village. Thank you all. Bye-bye.